I came here today just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to see that.
Yeah, but so there's still, I mean, it's crazy too because there's still more happening in court. Like, I mean, everything is still active even though we're not hearing about it as much anymore, and the people may be fatigued like we talked about prior.
The glittering image of Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah Combs, lounging on the pristine beaches of Estart paints a picture of carefree luxury. At just 18 years old, the twins have become social media sensations, dazzling their followers with snapshots of tropical bliss and designer outfits. Matching peach-colored bikinis, perfectly styled braids, and effortless poses by the turquoise waters scream perfection. On New Year's Day, they took things up a notch with a coordinated silver sequin look aboard a luxury yacht, captioning their photo with a bold declaration, "2025 is our year." But is it really? Behind the facade of curated posts and sun-soaked smiles lies a story far darker than their followers could ever imagine. While the twins project an aura of serenity, their father, music mogul Diddy Combs, remains in federal custody. The once unshakable mogul is now facing allegations that have rocked his empire to its core. As he sits in the notoriously tough Brooklyn Detention Center awaiting trial, his daughter's seemingly carefree vacation raises more questions than it answers. Are they genuinely distanced from the chaos surrounding their father, or is this a carefully orchestrated attempt by Diddy's team to maintain a polished image? The contrast between their public persona and their father's grim reality only adds to the mystery.
What his team is trying to do is get the public to assume that the government is leaking some of this negative information about him, like that Cassie video. But the reality is, he's got a lot of enemies, and I really don't believe it's
The truth, as insiders whisper, is far more complicated than it appears. Despite the twins' public displays of unity with their father in recent months, such as when they joined their siblings in singing him happy birthday over a jailhouse phone, it seems that their loyalty is beginning to waver. Sources close to the Combs family suggest that Jessie and Delilah have quietly distanced themselves from the unfolding scandal and are now seeking refuge from a legacy they reportedly describe as toxic. The official narrative paints their trip to street barts as a luxurious escape, but some speculate that it may have less to do with relaxation and more with fleeing the suffocating shadow of their father's controversies. A closer look at their recent behavior reveals cracks in the seemingly united front of the Combs family, sparking rumors that the twins, once inseparable from their father's towering presence, are now cooperating with authorities. Could it be that this idyllic vacation is actually a cover, while they take steps to untangle themselves from their father's legal troubles? The more the twins attempt to maintain their picture-perfect image, the more questions arise about their true intentions.
Was the victim of abuse, sexual assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
Here's where things get even murkier. Insiders claim that the twins have been providing information to the FBI, sharing details about the inner workings of their father's empire, from alleged financial dealings to the dynamics within the Combs household. It's said that Jessie and Delilah are shedding light on secrets that could make or break Diddy's defense, but it doesn't stop there. According to whispers within the industry, the twins are also pointing fingers at their brothers, suggesting that they too may have played roles in perpetuating the family's web of influence. The twins' alleged cooperation with authorities is rumored to stem from years of emotional strain growing up in the gilded cage of Diddy's empire. They reportedly witnessed events that left them deeply unsettled. The whispers of tension between the twins and their father reached a fever pitch following the release of a controversial documentary about Diddy, which painted an unflattering portrait of his rise to fame. Sherlock Holmes is a monster, one attorney declared in the film, a sentiment that insiders claim the twins have privately echoed.
I understand that he has a shrink coming by his cell to see him several times a day. And now there's talk about putting him in, it's like a bubble. It's like a cell that has like a plexiglass wall in it where they have inmates watching you. That's actually their job, to keep an eye on the inmates that are on sidewalk.
The most shocking revelation of all may be the twins' supposed accusations regarding the circumstances surrounding their mother's passing. Kim Porter, their mother, was a beloved figure in both their lives and the entertainment world, known for her grace and quiet strength. Her untimely death in 2018 devastated the family, but rumors have long persisted that there is more to the story than what was officially reported. These rumors have now resurfaced, with some speculating that Jesse and Delilah might hold key information about what really happened. Could their sudden willingness to cooperate with investigators be tied to their mother's memory? The twins' Instagram posts from Street Barts tell one story, but their actions behind the scenes suggest another. Industry insiders describe Jesse and Delilah as young women determined to reclaim their narrative by stepping out of their father's shadow. They are reportedly seeking justice, not just for themselves, but for their late mother as well. While their exact role in the ongoing investigations remains unclear, one thing is certain: the twins are no longer content to play the part of silent bystanders in their father's unraveling legacy.
Combs, this one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get?
Meanwhile, the Combs family is far from united. As the twins quietly distance themselves, other family members appear to be scrambling to secure their positions in the wake of Diddy's downfall. His eldest son, Quincy, and Diddy's mother, Janice, are rumored to be embroiled in a bitter dispute over how to divide what remains of Diddy's fortune. The rest of the siblings, including Christian, Justin, and Chance, are reportedly keeping a low profile, unwilling to risk being caught in the crossfire of the family's internal turmoil. The once tightly knit family is now fractured, with each member navigating the chaos in their own way.
Individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and households.
For years, the Combs family presented a picture-perfect image to the world. Lavish parties, red carpet appearances, and social media posts showcasing their glamorous lifestyle painted a portrait of unity and success. But now, as allegations mount against Diddy, the cracks in that facade are becoming impossible to ignore. The once unshakable empire is teetering on the edge, and the twins' rumored decision to cooperate with authorities could be the final nail in the coffin. The contrast between their public personas and private actions couldn't be starker. On one hand, they appear as the picture of carefree youth, basking in the glow of a tropical paradise. On the other, they are reportedly key players in a high-stakes investigation that could unravel decades of secrets. The question remains, what prompted Jesse and Delilah to take this bold step? Were they motivated by a desire for justice, or were they simply seeking to escape the weight of their father's legacy?
Talk of this and the questions about what is ahead of us. I mean, how long is he going to be in custody? Is this an R. Kelly situation? Is he going to not get out for a number of years? Is he going to end up serving a long-term prison sentence from this? Or does he have a chance of beating these charges at a trial that could come?
The twins' alleged cooperation with the FBI marks a turning point in the unfolding saga of Diddy's empire. As investigators dig deeper into the allegations, the role of Jesse and Delilah could prove pivotal. While their public image remains carefully curated, their private actions suggest a determination to confront the past and chart a new course for the future. The question now is, how far are they willing to go to uncover the truth? Behind the yacht trips and glittering Instagram posts lies a story that could redefine the legacy of one of hip-hop's most powerful families. As Jesse and Delilah's actions continue to unfold, they serve as a reminder that even the most carefully constructed facades can crumble under the weight of the truth. For the Combs family, the truth might be more explosive than anyone could have imagined.
There's also strategic reasons for the prosecutors to want him to have co-defendants, because right now he hasn't waived his right to a speedy trial, which would force prosecutors to take up the trial pretty quick, which they actually might not be ready to do. But if they supersede him and have co-defendants with him, it makes it a lot easier to pursue a trial continuance without him waiving his speedy trial right.
As we transition from the twins' personal journey to the broader implications of Diddy's alleged actions, the focus shifts to the larger web of secrets and scandals that have defined his career. From his rise to fame to the controversies that have followed him, the story of Sean Diddy Combs is far from over. But as the pieces of his puzzle begin to fall into place, one thing is certain: the twins' role in this saga is just the beginning. The story of Diddy is like peeling back the layers of an onion. Each layer reveals something darker, more complicated, and harder to believe. While his twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, may have stepped into the spotlight with their supposed tropical escape and glittering Instagram posts, the real story lies in the shadows of a much larger narrative. This isn't just about a family distancing themselves from the chaos. It's about a legacy of power, influence, and alleged secrets that are finally seeing the light of day. And at the center of it all is Diddy himself, a man once heralded as the king of hip-hop, now facing accusations that could permanently dismantle his empire.
Luckily, the two patched things up before the 2015 title-hosted concert, which saw them reunited on stage, and Siegel also admitted that even though he might have set things straight with Jay, he regretted not having an open discussion about that right away. He said, "We ain't never had that conversation. I wanted to hear it from him, like, where was you at? There was a lot that weighed on me. That was fucked up to me. You got to have some kind of communication." Beanie Siegel also set the record straight about his song I Go Off, featuring 50 Cent, explaining that it was not a diss track aimed at Jay-Z like some fans believed it to be. He explained to Vlad that the song came together after 50 tried to get him to sign with him once he was released from prison. He claimed he wanted to sign with G-Unit due to the issues Rockefeller Records was having at the time, and that at some point he joined forces with 50 Cent to record I Go Off, which he claims originally had nothing to do with attacking Jay-Z. "That I Go Off was just a record that I had. I ain't have no hook on it," Beans said. 50 liked it. "I sent it to him. He knocked the hook off." He continued saying it was not about Jay-Z the way people are claiming, but that even though the lyrics had nothing to do with Jay-Z, 50 Cent started talking crazy. Beanie said, "Not crazy, but you know they got that weird relationship. They don't F with each other, but then they F with each other. It's true, though, 50's relationship with Jay-Z is weird, and 50 always has something negative to say about Hov, and although 50 never mentioned Hov on the song's hook, he did save some space at the end of the song to take a shot at his longtime rival. Yeah, you changed, man. You let the money change you, Jay," 50 yells. "You used to be from Marcy." Siegel also dove into how he first met and became connected to Jay-Z, citing his friend Bubonic of Philly's Most Wanted making the introduction, and that right after his first meeting with Jay, Siegel was given a record deal. He said that he was good friends with Bubonic of Philly's Most Wanted, and after a casual rap battle, he said that Boo invited him to tag along to a Rockefeller meeting. Not long after that, Siegel was given a record deal after meeting with Jay-Z and Too Short, who were in the middle of recording at the time. It seems the beef started over how Beanie had felt when someone he held closely as a fellow artist and homie abandoned him. Let's hope they have squashed their beef to the point where they would meet in the studio and cook up something for the fans. A fan on Twitter said, "Ironic how Jay-Z and Beanie Siegel squashed the beef. Then hours later, NY losses Chink's drugs." Another said Beanie Siegel and Jay's should have did an entire project together. Anyways, let's not forget that this video is based on theories and my opinions and should not be considered facts. That's it for this video. Bye.
Let's rewind to the height of Diddy's career. He wasn't just a music mogul. He was a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of opulence and ambition. From groundbreaking hits to his infamous white parties in the Hamptons, Diddy crafted an image of unparalleled success. But those who were close to him knew there was more to the story behind the scenes. Whispers of manipulation, control, and darker activities were common knowledge among insiders. It's said that Diddy's empire wasn't just built on talent and hard work. It was also propped up by a network of secrets and favors that kept his power intact. Now, as the FBI digs deeper, those secrets are beginning to unravel. One of the most shocking revelations tied to Diddy's downfall is the alleged connection to his infamous gatherings, often referred to as freak-offs by those in his inner circle. These exclusive parties were legendary in the entertainment world, drawing A-list celebrities, rising stars, and industry insiders. On the surface, these events seem like extravagant celebrations filled with music, champagne, and luxury. But according to recent allegations, there was a much darker side to these gatherings, one that involved orchestrated activities designed to maintain control over attendees.
A particular video they were in possession of.
Court documents and insider accounts describe these gatherings as meticulously planned productions. Diddy's team reportedly handled everything, from arranging private transportation for guests to stocking the locations with all the necessities to ensure the night unfolded exactly as planned. Some claim that Diddy's ultimate goal was to secure leverage in the form of recordings and evidence of high-profile individuals participating in questionable behavior. These alleged recordings are now at the center of a heated battle, with rumors of a bidding war among celebrities desperate to prevent their names from being linked to the scandal. One individual who has come forward with explosive claims is Courtney Burgess, a former associate of Diddy. Burgess testified before a federal grand jury, alleging that he possesses multiple flash drives containing footage from these infamous gatherings, footage that could implicate not only Diddy but also some of the biggest names in entertainment. According to Burgess, the recordings were not only a tool of control, but also a way for Diddy to maintain his dominance in the industry. The implications of these claims are staggering, suggesting that Diddy's power may have been built on a foundation of intimidation and blackmail.
It sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping.
Of course, Diddy's alleged tactics didn't just stop at maintaining leverage over celebrities. His influence extended into his personal relationships, including his long-standing connection with Kim Porter, the mother of 3 of his children. Porter's sudden passing in 2018 sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, but it also raised lingering questions that have resurfaced in recent months. Some insiders suggest that Porter may have been preparing to share information that could have threatened Diddy's reputation. These rumors have only intensified as Diddy's legal troubles mount, with some pointing to Porter's untimely passing as a key piece of the puzzle. Porter's alleged memoir, which surfaced earlier this year, has added another layer of intrigue to the story. While the legitimacy of the document has been widely disputed, its claims paint a portrait of a woman deeply entangled in a toxic relationship with one of the most powerful men in entertainment. The document describes instances of control, manipulation, and emotional strain, offering a glimpse into the dynamics of their relationship. Whether the memoir is authentic or not, its existence has reignited conversations about Porter's life and the potential secrets she may have taken with her.
You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter.
The allegations against Diddy don't stop with his personal relationships. The specter of the East Coast-West Coast hip-hop rivalry looms large over his legacy, with some questioning his role in the events that led to the tragic losses of Tupac Shakur and the Notorious Big. While both cases remain officially unsolved, conspiracy theories have swirled for decades, suggesting that Diddy may have had knowledge or even involvement in the events that unfolded. Tupac himself once accused Diddy of being connected to an incident in which he was injured during a recording session in New York, a claim that Diddy has repeatedly denied. Despite his denials, the rumors have persisted, and now, with the FBI investigating his alleged activities, some are revisiting these decades-old questions. The renewed scrutiny has brought the controversial past of the hip-hop mogul back into the spotlight, with many wondering if the truth behind these long unsolved cases could finally emerge.